Do you think that other people seem happier than you are? That their lives seem easier and more exciting than yours? In this info, we will explain why, and we will also reveal the real source of happiness and how to feel happy every day. Check it out. Hey, all Teen Voices out there. Magazines, Facebook, and other social media are full of people smiling and having so much fun. They are beautiful, they are loved, they all seem to have exciting and easygoing lives, and they are so active and do so many things. Looking at our own lives, it's most common to think that we're not even near the level of happiness and fulfillment that these other people seem to be at. Our lives are full of everyday challenges, imperfections, and hardships, and this difference makes us feel miserable. In fact, few things make people feel more miserable than thinking that everybody else is having much more fun than they are. Well, there are a little over 10 challenges that people all over the world struggle with, and this is one of them: idealization. Or simply put, believing that other people have better lives and relationships than we do. Yes, we all share this challenge, some more, some less. So are other people really happier than I am? No, mostly not. Of course, there are some people that are happier than you are, but most people are not. And what you see on Facebook is really only self-edited snapshots, many times chosen to show off a little. Most people manage to smile for a few seconds and get together for a happy group photo when they're at a party, even if they really feel lonely, or bored, or worried, or nauseous, or something even worse. In reality, no one has a perfect life or a perfect relationship. We are all faced with everyday challenges, and even have to deal with tragedies from time to time. Scientific studies show us that idealization leads us to overestimate other people's positive feelings and to underestimate their negative ones. And because we think that we are the only ones being less happy, we think that we need to put on a happy face to fit in. Unfortunately, it's this happy face that makes other people feel unhappy and get them stuck in the same behavior. Okay, so all people face challenges. That's fair then. But how do we find more happiness in life? Many people believe that their happiness or unhappiness comes from other people or things around them. You often hear things like, "He makes me happy," or "She makes me so angry," or "I always get depressed when it's raining." If this is really the case, then we have no control over when we are happy or unhappy. That control seems to belong to other people and random events. Is this really true? And what about money and expensive things, such as cars, jewelry, and large HD TVs? Will having such things lead to happiness? And will not having them lead to unhappiness? Well, most of us want nice things. Of course we do. And we want great friends and loving relationships and good weather. But truth is that happiness doesn't come from any of these things. You can be happy with or without money, with or without a boyfriend or girlfriend, and in any kind of weather. Happiness is a feeling, a state of mind if you prefer. And feelings come from our thoughts. And our thoughts are actually the only thing we can control in our lives. That doesn't mean that all of us do control our thoughts. In fact, what we think is constantly being influenced by teachers, parents, friends, advertisements, government, and more. Mind control requires practice and focus. But with the right control of our thoughts, happiness is actually a choice. Life can be hard at times, but we decide our happiness. There are people without both arms and legs that consider themselves really happy, just because they decided to be just that. It's all connected. How you think determines how you feel, and how you feel influences your actions. And the way you act influences how other people react to you. And other people's reactions to you do have an impact on your life, and can make it easier or harder. So, how can we get better at controlling how we think and enjoy more happiness? Number 1, focus on the positive. The classical example here is a glass of water filled halfway. If you think that the glass is half empty, It is. On the other hand, if you think that the glass is half full, it is. In fact, the glass is both. In life, whenever you can, choose the more positive focus. It will make you feel stronger and happier. Number 2, pay attention to what you think and say. Negative thinking is simply a habit. So whenever you find that you think or say things that are too negative, take them back and instead say something that is more positive. After some time, you will develop another habit, the habit of more positive thinking. Number 3, pay attention to what people around you say. We all get influenced from what we hear around us. If you find that your friends are constantly repeating negative things about life and other people, well, then maybe you should talk to them about it. Or look for more optimistic friends. Number 4, take time off to enjoy life's beauty. Whenever you feel down, turn off your computer and focus on physical life. Take a walk in nature and listen to the birds, or look at children playing in a playground, or just look at the ocean. Breathe deeply and notice how great it feels as oxygen spreads throughout your entire body with each breath. There is so much beauty, pleasure, and wonder out there. Enjoy it. So, idealizing other people's lives is a challenge for most people. And now you know that the smiles you see in social media or when meeting up with people for social events, well, they don't show how people really feel. And you have also learned that the real feeling of happiness comes from within. The only one that can make you happy is you. And you can make yourself happy almost every day, no matter if some bad things happen from time to time. That's all for now. Be good to each other out there.